everybody, thanks for joining us for our Thursday weather video brought to you by Country TV, Sky Channel 081. This is our last Thursday weather video, of course, for the year. And let's take a look at what's going on as we lead up towards Christmas Day. At the moment, fair bit of cloud around the country. We're getting used to that if you live in the north of the country, that's for sure. But there's been a clearance around the west coast. After a wet couple of weeks, the sun's come out a wee bit there for a couple of days. Make the most of it. It's not going to last too long. And you also can see over here towards Sydney, a sort of S-shaped cloud. This is a bit of a dramatic system that brought a tornado and really big hail, golf ball to potentially tennis ball sized hail. Don't get that in New Zealand very often, caused damage and all sorts of issues. But between that and New Zealand, there's actually a really big high. So that's not coming towards us. So this is how it looks on the wind and rain maps for Friday. You can see that big high, it's centred right there in the Tasman Sea. And the showers, the big storms over Sydney, they've all vanished and evaporated. In New Zealand, we've got a few showers remaining from the southerly that's come through. Now, believe me, we're getting lots of complaints about the weather at the moment. It is, where's summer is the headline. And for people who still believe, well, summer comes next week in the solstice, there's no change in this pattern next week. Spring is with us for the rest of December and probably into the middle of January for some areas. And what do I mean by that? Changeable weather, and in particular, changeable temperatures as a result of these systems like this that are producing warm northerlies one day and then cold southerlies the next. And that southerly, the one good news from it, is it does drive in showers to these very dry eastern areas, and Canterbury had some good downpours over the last couple of days, and now they move into the North Island's dry east coast as well. Not as dry there, and this will be welcome news to many people there. So as we go on towards the weekend, mostly dry, which is great news for those who are finishing off all the Christmas stuff like getting the Christmas presents, Santa parades, getting Christmas trees, mowing the lawns, getting the garden ready, all that stuff. Nice big high coming in. Now, it may be a bit cloudy still because the southwest flow does bring in cloud to these northern areas, and maybe to the west coast you might see rain showers coming back to Fiordland, and it might go a little bit further north. Southland, you're mostly dry, but there are a couple of showers in there, and maybe an isolated shower or two for North Canterbury and eastern parts of Marlborough. It won't be much, but there is a chance there. A light little easterly versus a light little westerly on that side. Could get a cloud build up there. By Sunday, we've got rain returning to the west coast, and this is ahead of the next system, spring front. This is it lining up out here. That comes in around Tuesday, but I can tell you that this little band of rain here has a warm burst of air coming out of Australia. So that's going to move up the South Island, which means Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Monday are pretty hot for these eastern areas, but by Tuesday, the cooler change sweeps through, and Christmas Day, there could be a high rolling in. We've got one more update coming for Friday. We'll let you know then what the latest is. And don't forget, for the 10-day, 10-minute forecast, Country TV, Sky Channel 081.